I'm standing at the altar in a $15,000 wedding dress. 200 guests are watching me. My mother is crying in the front row. The church smells like lilies and expensive perfume. Derek is holding my hands. He's smiling. That same smile I fell in love with 3 years ago. The priest clears his throat. If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. Silence. I can feel my heart pounding against my ribs. This is it. I turn away from Derek. I face the crowd. Every single person I love is here. Every single person Derek and Jessica lied to. I object. I say clearly. Derek's hand tightens on mine. Maya, what? I object to this marriage. I repeat louder. And I think everyone here deserves to know why. I pull my hand away from his. I walk to the side of the altar where my maid of honor is standing. Except she's not there anymore. Jessica ran. She actually ran. I pick up the remote control I hid behind the flowers. Can someone close those doors, please? I call out. My brother jumps up. He locks the church doors. We planned this. Maya, stop. Derek hisses. His face is pale. I point the remote at the projector screen we set up for our wedding slideshow. Ladies and gentlemen, I announce, I'd like to share something with you all. I press play. The first message appears on the screen. It's from Derek to Jessica. She has no idea. Keep playing nice. My mother gasps. The messages keep scrolling. Hundreds of them. 8 months of lies. Then the ultrasound photo appears. Jessica's name is on it. 2 months pregnant. The church erupts into chaos. But let me back up. Let me tell you how I got here. Let me tell you about the worst betrayal of my life and how I turned my wedding day into their worst nightmare. I met Derek 3 years ago at a charity gala in Manhattan. I was 25. He was 27. I worked in corporate marketing. He was a financial analyst at Goldman Sachs. He spilled champagne on my dress. He apologized for 10 minutes straight. He offered to pay for dry cleaning. I laughed. I gave him my number instead. Our first date was at a small Italian restaurant in Greenwich Village. He showed up with flowers. Red roses. My favorite. We talked for 4 hours. The restaurant staff had to ask us to leave. We didn't even notice the time. Derek was perfect, ambitious, funny, thoughtful. He remembered every little thing I told him. My coffee order, my favorite books, the names of my nieces. 6 months in, he met my parents. My dad actually liked him. That never happened. My mother kept asking when he'd propose. She wanted grandchildren. She wanted a big wedding. Jessica was thrilled for me. We'd been best friends since elementary school. 20 years of friendship. She was there for everything. My first heartbreak. My college graduation. Every major moment of my life. When Derek and I got serious, Jessica was the first person I told. She screamed with joy. She hugged me for 5 minutes. He's so good for you, she kept saying. Don't let this one go. After 2 years, Derek proposed. Tiffany ring, Central Park, sunset, the whole romantic production. I called Jessica immediately. She cried happy tears. She said yes before I even asked her to be my maid of honor. The wedding planning started right away. My mother went into overdrive. She wanted the biggest wedding our family had ever seen. We booked St. Patrick's Cathedral. 200 guests, live orchestra, 7-tier cake. The budget hit $80,000. Derek didn't blink. He said I deserved my dream day. Jessica helped with everything. Dress shopping, flower arrangements, seating charts. We spent every weekend together planning. My fiancé, my best friend, my future. I was the happiest I'd ever been. Derek was working long hours at the firm. He was up for a promotion, partner track. I barely saw him during the week. He'd come home exhausted. We'd have dinner. He'd fall asleep. Just a few more months, he promised. After the wedding, things will calm down. Jessica kept me company during those lonely evenings. She'd come over with wine. We'd watch reality TV. We'd laugh about Bridezilla stories. You're so lucky, she said one night. Derek is one of the good ones. I believed her. 3 weeks before the wedding, everything was perfect. The invitations were sent. The deposits were paid. My dress was altered. I was counting down the days. Then I found the messages. Derek left his iPad at my apartment. He forgot it on the kitchen counter. He rushed out for a morning meeting. He didn't notice. I was making coffee when it buzzed. A text notification appeared on the locked screen. From Jessica. Can't wait to see you tonight, baby. Maya's working late again, LOL. My hand froze on the coffee pot. I stared at the screen. The message disappeared after a few seconds. Baby? Why was Jessica calling my fiancé baby? My heart started racing. There had to be an explanation. Maybe it was a joke. Maybe I misread it. The iPad buzzed again. Another message from Jessica. I'm wearing that thing you like. My stomach dropped. I picked up the iPad. My hands were shaking. I knew Derek's passcode. He'd never hidden it from me. I unlocked the device. I opened his messages with Jessica. The first thing I saw was a photo. Jessica, in lingerie, sent last night at 11 p.m. while I was asleep in our bed. While Derek said he was finishing reports in the living room, I scrolled up. More messages, more photos, weeks of them, months of them. Missing you, can't stop thinking about last night. She's so clueless. I felt like I was going to throw up. I kept scrolling. I had to see everything. The messages went back 8 months, right after our engagement party. They'd been sleeping together the entire time I was planning our wedding. Every dress fitting Jessica attended, every flower arrangement we chose together. She was sleeping with my fiancé the whole time. My vision blurred. Tears were running down my face. I couldn't stop reading. Then I found the conversation from 2 weeks ago. Derek, she asked me to add your name to the bank account for wedding expenses. Jessica, perfect. How much is in there? Derek, about 40 grand. Plus the gifts will be mostly cash. Chinese families always give cash. Jessica, so we're looking at what, 60, 70 total? Derek, easily, maybe more. Jessica, I can't believe this is actually working. Derek, just keep playing nice. 3 more weeks. I had to read it 3 times before it registered. They were stealing from me. They were planning to take the money and run. I scrolled further. More messages. More planning. Jessica, what if she finds out before the wedding? Derek, she won't. She trusts you completely. Jessica, I almost feel bad sometimes. Derek, don't. We deserve this. She's boring anyway. You're way more fun. My chest felt tight. I couldn't breathe properly. I kept scrolling with shaking hands. Then I saw the photo that shattered everything. An ultrasound image, 8 weeks along, Jessica's name on the medical report, Derek's message, our little secret, no one can ever know. Jessica, what if she finds out after the wedding? Derek, we'll be long gone with the money. She can't do anything then. Jessica, you promise you'll leave her? Derek, the minute we get those checks, I promise. I dropped the iPad. It clattered on the kitchen floor. Jessica was pregnant with Derek's baby, and they were going to rob me blind at my own wedding. I spent 3 hours on my bathroom floor. I threw up twice. I couldn't stop shaking. My phone kept buzzing. Derek was calling. Probably realized he forgot the iPad. I didn't answer. Jessica texted, "Coffee today. Need to finalize bridesmaid dress alterations. The audacity, the absolute audacity. I wanted to scream. I wanted to destroy everything in my apartment. Instead, I sat there, numb, staring at the white tiles. 20 years of friendship, gone. 3 years with Derek, a lie. I'd spent $40,000 on deposits, venue, catering, photographer, flowers, all non-refundable. The wedding was in 3 weeks. My mother had been planning this for months. She'd invited her entire church, her whole social circle. My father had taken out a loan to help pay for it. 200 people had made travel arrangements, bought gifts, arranged childcare. If I canceled now, I'd lose everything. The money, the dignity, the respect. Everyone would ask why. Everyone would want details. My mother would be devastated. My family would be humiliated. Derek and Jessica would probably just run off together anyway. They'd keep the secret. I'd look like the crazy ex-fiancé. No, that wasn't acceptable. I stood up, I washed my face. I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were red and swollen. My skin was blotchy. I looked destroyed. Good, let them see it. When the time came, I picked up my phone. I started researching. Private investigators, lawyers specializing in fraud, family law attorneys. I needed evidence, real evidence, not just messages on an iPad. I needed proof of the affair, proof of the pregnancy, proof of their financial scheme. I needed everything documented, legal, undeniable. I called the first investigator on my list, a woman named Patricia. She answered on the setted ring. Her voice was professional, calm. I need surveillance on 2 people, I said. My fiancé and my maid of honor. When do you need it done? She asked. Starting today. I need everything. Photos, videos, recordings if possible. That's expensive, Patricia warned. We're talking several $1,000s. I don't care. I need proof they're having an affair. There was a pause. When's your wedding? 3 weeks. Ah, she said softly. I understand. I can start tonight. Next, I called a lawyer, Marcus Chen. He specialized in fraud cases. He listened to my story without interrupting. Do you still have access to his iPad? He asked. Yes. Screenshot everything, every message, every photo. Create a backup file. Already done. Smart. Have you confronted him yet? No, don't. Not until you're ready. Keep acting normal. Normal. How am I supposed to act normal? Because if he suspects, you know he'll cover his tracks, delete evidence, maybe even cancel everything. Marcus was right. I had to pretend. I had to lie, just like they'd lied to me. There's something else, I said. I want to prosecute him. Fraud charges. Is that possible? If you can prove intent to defraud, yes, the messages help, but we need more. I'm hiring a private investigator. Good. Get everything. Bank statements showing the account he mentioned, proof he planned to take the money and leave. And the wedding? I asked. Should I cancel? Marcus was quiet for a moment. That depends. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? Both. He laughed darkly. Then don't cancel. Use it. I hung up. I felt something shift inside me. The pain was still there. The betrayal still burned. But underneath it was something else. Rage. Pure, cold rage. They wanted to humiliate me? Fine. I humiliate them first. In front of everyone. In front of God. In front of 200 witnesses. I was going to give them exactly what they deserved. Patricia worked fast. Within 3 days, she had photos. Derek and Jessica at a hotel, hissing in his car, entering her apartment together, time-stamped, dated, professional quality. They're not even careful, Patricia said. They think you're clueless. I studied each photo. My hands didn't shake anymore. I felt nothing but focus. I need more, I told her. I need video. I need audio if possible. Audio requires consent in New York. But video in public spaces is fine. Get me video. I met with Marcus again. I showed him everything. The screenshots, the photos, the timeline I created. This is solid, he said. The pregnancy complicates things, though. Is he aware she's pregnant? Yes. They discussed it in messages. Then we might have child support fraud, too. Planning to flee without establishing paternity. Can we use that? We can mention it to police. It strengthens the fraud case. I filed a report with NYPD. Detective Maria Santos took my statement. She looked at the evidence. Her expression hardened. This is premeditated, she said. Clear intent to defraud. We can make arrests on the wedding day, I said. I want them arrested at the wedding. Detective Santos raised her eyebrows. That's dramatic. They plan to humiliate me. I'm returning the favor. She smiled slightly. I'll have officers ready. But you need to go through with the ceremony up to a certain point. I will. Meanwhile, I had to act normal. Derek came over 3 nights a week. He kissed me. He talked about our honeymoon. Bora Bora. 2 weeks. Over-water bungalow. I can't wait to finally relax with you, he said. I smiled. I kissed him back. Inside, I felt nothing but contempt. Jessica and I had brunch every Sunday. Final wedding planning sessions. She showed me her bridesmaid dress. She laughed about how tight it was getting. I've been stress eating, she said. Need to diet before the big day. Stress eating. She was pregnant with my fiancé's baby. I poured her orange juice. Don't worry, you'll look beautiful. She hugged me. You're going to be the most gorgeous bride ever. 20 years of friendship. All a lie. I spent my evenings creating a video compilation. Every message, every photo, the ultrasound image. I added timestamps, dates, context. I hired a tech guy to make it professional. Clean, undeniable. This is going to destroy someone, he said while editing. That's the point. I tested the projector set up at the church. I claimed it was for our romantic slideshow. The priest was confused. Most couples don't have technology during the ceremony. We want to share our love story with everyone, I lied smoothly. He nodded. How modern. I coordinated with my brother. He'd lock the doors on my signal. My mother couldn't know. She'd try to stop me. She'd say it was too dramatic. This wasn't about drama. This was about justice. 2 days before the wedding, Patricia called. I have something big, she said. Can you meet? We met at a coffee shop in Midtown. She handed me a USB drive. What's this? Video from yesterday. Derek and Jessica at a restaurant. They were discussing the plan. You got audio? No, but I got a lip reader to analyze it. She confirmed they discussed taking the money and leaving. Right after the wedding. I plugged the USB into my laptop. The video was clear. Derek and Jessica, laughing, planning my humiliation. The lip reader's transcript was attached. She'll never see it coming. We'll be in the Bahamas before she realizes. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The night before the wedding, Derek stayed at his apartment. Tradition. He texted me, "Tomorrow you become my wife." I'm the luckiest man alive. I replied, I can't wait. I love you so much. I deleted the message immediately after sending it. I didn't sleep that night. I went over the plan repeatedly. Everything had to be perfect. Timing was everything. Tomorrow, in front of everyone who mattered, the truth would come out, and Derek and Jessica would lose everything. The morning of my wedding, I woke up at 5 a.m. Hair and makeup started at 6. My bridesmaids arrived at 7. Jessica was among them, smiling, excited, playing her role perfectly. You're getting married, she squealed. I can't believe it's finally here. I hugged her. Thank you for everything. I couldn't have done this without you. She teared up. You're my best friend. Always. The lies came so easily to her. So natural. My dress went on at 9. $15,000 of white silk and lace. My mother cried. You look like a princess. I smiled. I posed for photos. I played my role too. The ceremony was scheduled for 11 a.m. Guests started arriving at 10:30. I watched from the bridal suite window. My family, Derek's family, friends, colleagues, 200 people, all dressed up, all expecting a beautiful wedding. Detective Santos texted me. Officers are in position, plain clothes, back of the church. I replied, understood. My father knocked on the door at 10:55. Ready, sweetheart? Yes, Dad. He offered his arm. We walked toward the church entrance. I could hear the orchestra playing Pachelbel's Canon, classic wedding march. The doors opened. Everyone stood. I walked down the aisle, one step at a time, measured, calm. Derek was waiting at the altar. He looked handsome in his tuxedo, proud. He smiled at me, that same charming smile. It meant nothing now. I reached the altar. My father kissed my cheek. He placed my hand in Derek's. Derek squeezed my fingers. You're perfect, he whispered. The priest began. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. I barely listened. I was counting the minutes. The readings happened. My cousin read from Corinthians. Love is patient. Love is kind. Jessica was standing to my left. She was crying, probably thinking about her own plans. The vows came next. Derek went first. He'd written his own. Maya, you're my best friend, my partner, my future. I promise to love you forever, to cherish you, to never let you down, never let me down. The audacity. My turn. I'd rewritten my vows last night. Derek, when I met you, I thought I'd found my soulmate. Someone honest, someone true, Someone who would never betray me. His smile faltered slightly. Something in my tone. I thought our love was real. I thought our future was secure. I paused. I looked directly into his eyes. I was wrong. His face went pale. Maya, I turned to the priest. Father, could you ask the objection question now? The priest looked confused. We haven't exchanged rings yet. Please, just ask it. He cleared his throat nervously. If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. Silence. Every eye was on me. I object, I said clearly. Gasps erupted. My mother stood up. Maya, what are you doing? I pulled my hand from Derek's. I walked to the side of the altar. Jessica wasn't there. She'd run. Smart girl. I picked up the remote control I'd hidden behind the flower arrangement. Can someone close those doors? I called out. My brother jumped up from his seat. He locked the main entrance, the side exits too. We'd planned this perfectly. Maya, stop, Derek hissed. He reached for me. I stepped away. Don't touch me. The confusion in the church was palpable. People whispering, phones coming out. Good. Let them record this. Ladies and gentlemen, I announced. My voice echoed in the cathedral. Thank you all for coming today. I know you expected a wedding, but I have something more important to share. I pointed the remote at the projector screen. Derek's eyes went wide. No. Maya, please. I pressed play. The first message appeared on the screen. Derek, to Jessica. She has no idea we're together. Keep playing nice. My mother gasped. Derek's father stood up. What is this? More messages scrolled. The timeline appeared. 8 months of affairs. Photos came next. Derek and Jessica kissing, entering hotels, in bed together. Someone in the crowd yelled, "Oh my God." Jessica's mother started crying. Jessica, where is Jessica? She ran. I said simply. She knew what was coming. The ultrasound image appeared. Jessica's name, 2 months pregnant. Derek's message, our little secret. Derek's mother screamed, an actual scream. The video continued. Their plan to steal the wedding money, the bank account discussion, their plan to flee to the Bahamas. $60,000 to $70,000, I said loudly. That's what they planned to steal from me, from my family, from all of you who gave us gifts. Derek tried to run. He actually bolted for the side door. My brother was there. He grabbed Derek's arm. Not today, buddy. Detective Santos appeared from the back of the church. 2 uniformed officers with her. Derek Morrison, she said professionally. Derek was shaking. This is a mistake. This is all a misunderstanding. You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit fraud. She read him his Miranda rights right there. In front of everyone. In front of God. The officers handcuffed him. His tuxedo. His boutonniere. Handcuffs. His father was yelling. His mother was sobbing. My mother was in shock. Where's Jessica Park? Detective Santos asked me. She left through the back entrance 10 minutes ago, but I have her address. Another officer radioed for backup. They'd find her. Derek was being led away. He looked at me, real tears in his eyes now. Maya, please, I love you. I walked up to him. I looked him directly in the face. You never loved me. You loved my money. You loved my trust. You loved how easy I was to fool. I pulled off my engagement ring. I dropped it on the floor. But you forgot one thing. I'm not stupid, and I don't forgive betrayal. The officers took him away. The church was chaos. People crying. People shouting. Phones recording everything. My father found me. He hugged me hard. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Don't be sorry, Dad. I won. The video went viral within hours. Someone posted it to TikTok, then Twitter, then everywhere. Bride exposes cheating fiancé at altar. 15 million views in 2 days. I became internet famous overnight. People called me a hero, a legend, an icon. The church graciously didn't charge us for the disaster. We've never seen anything like that, the priest said. Quite memorable. Most vendors refunded our deposits. They felt bad for me. Some even offered services for a future wedding at discounts. Derek's family tried to apologize. His mother showed up at my apartment crying. I didn't raise him to be like this, she sobbed. I felt nothing. Your son is a criminal. Please leave. Derek was charged with conspiracy to commit fraud. Marcus pushed for maximum penalties. The evidence was overwhelming. The messages, the videos, the bank statements. He pleaded guilty. He got 18 months probation, community service, mandatory therapy. He lost his job at Goldman Sachs. His professional reputation was destroyed. No financial firm would hire him after that. Wedding fraud guy followed him everywhere. Jessica was harder to track. She'd run home immediately after the ceremony. The police found her there. She was arrested the same day. She claimed she was a victim too, but Derek manipulated her, that she felt guilty the whole time. The messages said otherwise. She pleaded guilty to lesser charges, fraud, conspiracy. She got probation too, but her life fell apart differently. Her parents disowned her publicly. We raised her better than this. Her father told reporters, she's not our daughter anymore. She lost her job, her friends, her entire social circle. The pregnancy continued. She had the baby alone. Garrick wanted nothing to do with it. That was your plan, not mine, he told her during the trial. You're on your own. The friend who'd betrayed me, the man who'd lied to me, they turned on each other immediately. There was no love there, just greed, just selfishness. I pursued a civil lawsuit, emotional distress, fraud, breach of contract. My lawyers were ruthless. We won. Derek's family paid most of the settlement, $120,000. It covered all my wedding expenses, plus damages, plus lawyer fees. I donated $50,000 to a women's shelter. Organizations helping women escape abusive relationships. The rest I saved, fresh start money. My family was incredible through everything. My mother recovered from the shock. I'm proud of you, she said weeks later. You didn't let them get away with it. My father agreed. You showed them what Chen women are made of. My friends rallied around me, real friends, people who actually cared. I took 6 months off work. I traveled. I healed. I processed everything. Therapy helped. Dr. Williams specialized in betrayal trauma. You're not broken, she told me. You're strong. You survived. You fought back. Social media was overwhelming. Messages of support. Stories from other people who'd been betrayed. You inspired me to leave my cheating husband, one woman wrote. You showed me it's okay to demand justice, another said. I became an accidental advocate. Women's empowerment, standing up to betrayal. I did a few interviews, podcasts, YouTube channels, always with the same message. Don't let anyone steal your dignity. Don't lie. Don't let betrayal go unpunished. Fight back. A year later, I met someone new. His name was James. He was a pediatrician, kind, honest, genuine. We met at a bookstore. He asked me about the novel I was reading. We talked for 2 hours. He asked for my number. I hesitated. I have baggage, I warned him. A lot of it. He smiled. We all have baggage. That's what makes us interesting. I told him everything on our third date, the whole story. He listened without judgment. That took incredible courage, he said. Or incredible rage, I joked. Rage used productively is courage, he replied. We dated for a year. He proposed at the same bookstore where we met. Small, private, just us. I said yes. Our wedding was different, intimate, 20 people. Each ceremony, casual, no cathedral, no projector screens, just love, real love, honest love. My mother cried happy tears. This is what you deserved all along. I married James 2 years after that nightmare day. No drama, no betrayal, no lies. Derek messaged me once. I'd blocked him on everything, but he found a way. I'm sorry, the message said. I destroyed the best thing I ever had. I deleted it without responding. He didn't deserve my words. Jessica tried to add me on social media multiple times, different accounts. I blocked her every time. She was a ghost to me, dead and gone. People still recognize me sometimes. You're the wedding revenge girl? I smile politely. That was a different life. Because it was. That was survival Maya. Fighting Maya. Angry Maya. Now I'm happy Maya. Healed Maya. Loved Maya. Loved Maya. The betrayal shaped me. It showed me my strength. But it doesn't define me anymore. I learned that love without honesty is worthless, that trust is everything, that some people will take everything you offer and spit in your face. But I also learned that justice exists, that fighting back is possible, that you can reclaim your power. Derek and Jessica thought I was weak, easy, naive. They thought I'd cry and accept it, that I'd quietly cancel everything and disappear. They forgot one important thing. Never underestimate a woman with nothing left to lose, and never, ever betray someone who's smarter than you think.